Hi, my name's Keith and I'm known as the Florida Stone Man. And today I'm going to make you a video talking about crystal colors. And I think I've done a video like this before, but this is a refresher video, especially for some of the newer people on my channel. Welcome to Florida Stone Man's YouTube channel. YouTube crystal information without the fluff. You know what I mean when I say that, because crystals can be taught very incorrectly. So a common theme about crystals is they're taught about peace, balance, tranquility, grounding, or just people say the most simple of stuff about crystals when they're actually extremely advanced. You have to think about it like this. Crystals are of the heavens. Herbs are more so of the earth. Now when it comes to crystals and identifying them by what they do, one of the easiest ways to, and I tell you guys, never remember crystal information. Live the crystal information. So you're like, well, I forgot what lepidolite does. I forgot what amethyst does. Well, I'm going to teach you the easiest way to remember crystals, and it's basically by their color. This is the easiest way you can ever learn about crystals at all, ever. This is like the easiest way. This will have you knowing crystals almost overnight, so you can, which is not a thing, but because it takes years of study, but it'll have you knowing stuff without forgetting stuff all the time. Now let's talk about the different colors. Roy G. Biv. Think about a rainbow. So a rainbow is full of all the colors. On a color spectrum, it's Roy G. Biv. Even in chemistry, just any kind of field of science, this applies. It's red, orange, yellow, green, indigo, violet. There's all these colors in between these colors, and write that down, Roy G. Biv. If you studied chemistry or organic chemistry, it's mainly chemistry. So for people in college who take chemistry 1, chemistry 2, you'll notice that that's something they have even in high school. Even in high school or middle school, they'll have you remember that first because it's very important. Same thing applies to crystals in real life because remember, these are minerals. They're people are like, oh, they're just rocks. They just rock. Well, so is a diamond. And a lot of these are actually used in science today. A lot of people don't know. Most of your technology is full of quartz. Mostly the base of most technology, satellites, TVs, phones, etc., is quartz. Now, I'm not going to talk about other crystals and minerals, what they use in certain medicines and science, because I'm a spiritual channel, so I'll teach you about the spirituality of it. And some of these crystals are even in fireworks, such as celestine, and these are minerals that a lot of people don't even know that they use them in certain things. So that's the physical aspect of it for you to remember it like that. But red is the root chakra. Red, root, yay! So the root chakra, and you can look at a chakra chart online because, and what's a chakra? It's an energy center. Because I'm in the future I'll have chakra charts if you really desire that, but you can Google images of it. So it goes root chakra, sacral, solar plexus, and it just works out. It's like a tree. Then it goes heart. Then it goes throat. And if you see a space here, it's because I'm actually making space to add more bracelets. Yay! Can you even imagine that? So that space won't be there for too long because I'm like, oop, I just made space for new bracelets. New stones, new beautiful colors. Woo! It's getting nice. But I'll be fixing the bracelets after this video or a video after that. And actually, I'm going to use my own bracelets as an example, because maybe this is the best time to use it, because they're a little bit divided, because I'm going to put 2 more rows in here, but red, black, and gray, and brown are all root chakra colors. Yeah, the red can apply to the heart chakra sometimes, but it's more so a root chakra color. So take red, black, brown, and gray and put these in the category of the root chakra. So that's the easiest way to remember the certain colors of crystals and what they do. What are the commonalities of root chakra crystals? They're good for balance, grounding, strength, determination. So you can you can kind of generalize them here. So it's good. More of the red crystals are good for passion, because keep in mind red is a passion color. Gray, let me talk about black first, because gray and brown is going to be a little confusing for some people. I'm going to make it nice and easy. So when it comes to black crystals, it's fight or flight. So you have to think about it. The first chakra we start off with physically is the root chakra. That's our imprint. So the root chakra has to deal with fight or flight. So black is a color that it defends, but it depends, because it defends or it can take off when it needs to. So in nature, an animal has to know when to fight or when to run away, and that's how it survives. It's like the survival chakra. Too much fight equals problems. Too much running away equals problems. That's the same. I mean, the same thing applies to real life. So a lot of people who have an imbalanced root chakra will not have any kind of form of abundance because they run away from it, or they'll fight it. They'll literally be too aggressive to receive abundance. So when you align it, you're in a place to receive abundance. Now when it comes to, this is pretty cool, huh? When it comes to brown crystals, think of brown as the roots of a tree. Root chakra, roots of a tree, branches out, network system. So brown is actually an abundance color. Brown tourmaline and abundance stone. It's just different forms of abundance. So you have to keep in mind, trees are very abundant in their root networks. So it roots out. So it'll have you being more established and grounded. Petrified wood, brown, dravite, they call it, which is brown tourmaline. Roots out, allows you to feel very grounded. It's another brown crystal. Smoky quartz allows you to feel that one with Mother Nature. That's why it's such a calming stone. So it's an abundance of peace, and it's good for wealth and abundance as well. A different chakral aspect. But when it comes to gray, this can kind of confuse some people because, and there are some exceptions to this video. Pyrite is kind of an exception. I'm not going to confuse people. But this is nice and simple to explain colors and crystals to you. When it comes to the gray colors, those are more so of the mind. And you can think about it as like astral walking colors. So they're very good for astral travel. So gray agate, good for astral travel, good for the mind. There's other crystals that people don't really know about. The gray crystals. You can categorize hematite as a grayish gunmetal black. So they're good for, it's good for roots, which is actually good for astral travel. So gray can be a little confusing. Just think of it as more of a grounding color, or grounding and somewhat astral color. So it's the roots to your tree, but allows your tree to expand from above. Cool. This video gets a lot easier now. Yay, that was some complicated parts. People like taking pen and notepad and writing stuff down. So after that, you have the sacral chakra. It's orange. So there's different parts of it. There's dark orange, which is more of the root. So if you look at the rainbow and you move up the color tree, you start noticing it goes from a red to like a dark orange to an orange. That's because that's a different aspect of your sacral chakra. It's not too much different, but it's a little different. It's like 25% different. So if you notice my bracelets, which you notice I'm doing construction on them, but it goes black, brown, red and orange, yellow, pink, and then I kind of break the pattern just because I go by hot colors here, so I like the colors of it, but it looks cool. But the thing about this is it allows you to remember that the sacral chakra is orange. Now, what is the sacral chakra about? Because I'm teaching about chakras in this video too. I'm not going to teach absolutely everything because I'll just teach the first few because it can get kind of complicated. But when it comes to the sacral chakra, it's about think about smelling an orange. Like it makes me feel happy. It's a sign of abundance. It's like a zest for life. It's like that's why you orange zest, etc. So the sacral chakra is orange, and it has to deal with your passion, your zest for life, your life force. So you take a bite of an orange and you're like, "Ooh, that's good, sweet orange." Well, some people are like, "Oh, that was an orange," but you feel a lot better after taking a bite from an orange, or a tangerine. It's just like, "Ooh, it tastes good. It's sweet." Same thing after you work with orange crystals, it's like, oh, like now you have a sweeter view of life, and you have this energy about you that attracts people towards you. Solar plexus chakra, which is yellow, very easy. So you have orange and yellow. Solar plexus chakra, which is, I have yellow bracelets here. That's like, yeah, yellow jade, yellow fluorite, yellow jasper, yellow, which is basically yellow muokai on my arm, yellow tigereye. So yellow crystals are a little less common. So to explain them to people, Libyan desert glass is technically yellow. It's a tektite. Aragonite, yellow calcite, yellow sapphire, yellow jade. So what are yellow crystals for? Manifestation. Oh, citrine, of course, citrine. Oh, how could I almost forgotten citrine? But citrine is very, very, very good for manifestation. So this is your fire center. So I'm going to go a little more quicker along these because I'm explaining colors. So you have to think, associate with yellow, it's bright. And yellow's prosperity. If you ever pay attention to people wearing yellow in like business shirts, they're always doing well when they're wearing yellow, and they don't even know why. So if you're going to like a business adventure, business venture, wear yellow, and you'll have more luck because it's associated with prosperity, and it puts off a certain signal to attract abundance to you. So remember yellow as abundance and manifestation. They go hand in hand. Sometimes people have a lack of abundance because of their manifestation. Sometimes people have an abundance that might be going down because of their manifestations, etc. So yellow, manifestation, wow, it's bright. So is the energies of abundance and manifestation. Now, heart chakra can be a little confusing. Think about this. So you have your heart on this side. This is the pink side of the heart chakra. Pink, and green. So your left side is where your heart is. That's why the ring finger is here. So your heart is on the left. So that's more of a sensitive part. So a more receptive part that's on your feminine side of your body, because we have a masculine and feminine side of our body. So the heart is on the left side. That's pink. It's more of a receptive color. It's beating. Versus this side doesn't have your heart. It's more projective. That's more so like the grass that's growing versus the grass that the seeds that are the soil that is receptive. There you go. So one's more receiving because it receives heartbeats. One's more projective because it doesn't have the heart there on that side, unless you're an alien. So hopefully you're not an alien watching this video. But now think about the throat chakra. So pink and green. I'll show you my pink and green crystals. So there's a lot of green crystals, if you guys can't tell. There's so many green crystals, I had to make space to add more. So pink is more so, and I'm going to keep this video simple. So pink is, people are like, oh, pink is love. Well, pink is abundance too, because that's your heart center. Pink is more so receiving, and green is more so giving. But there has to be an equal balance. That's why it's on each side of the body, because it has to do with giving and receiving. If someone gives too much, their abundance will be gone. If someone receives too much, their abundance will be gone. And that's why sometimes certain relationships don't work out, is because if there's someone who's just not giving any form of energy at all, their heart chakra is basically dead and shut off. And giving to that person, you'll kind of have to pull your energy back for that person's heart chakra to reset, and they'll be more giving just because you were more giving to yourself. Cool. So throat chakra, blue. Blue. Think about this, like water flows, aquamarine, it's blue. I'm going to keep the throat chakra very simple. Third eye chakra, indigo. Indigo is this color of lapis. Indigo. So it has to do with your intuition. Throat chakra is communication. So I'm going to keep it nice and simple. Communication, the flow. So you have a flow of communication or you don't. You can talk and people will understand your words. Or you will talk and people will just that's why you wear throat chakra crystals, especially as a choker. It enhances your communication. Third eye chakra, and there's more than 7 chakras. Because if I'm talking about 7 chakras for 15 minutes, you have a gateway chakra. All the other chakras are like different. It's a different stem of colors. I'd like you to pull up the color graph and look at the different colors between. So, for example, you have a chakra between your heart and solar plexus. So you ever think about how you get from yellow to green? There's like a yellow-green color, and that has to do with more of your visions coming to reality. So I don't have a name for that chakra. I don't know what it's called out. I'll just come up with the name. complete different name than online teaches. So I call it the bridge. So you have from your heart to your throat, there's a bridge. So it's right here. And then your throat. And then a bridge from your throat to your third eye, which is around here. This is your clairaudience center. And then your third eye is indigo. Keeping it nice and simple. The third eye is the easiest to remember, and the crown is the easiest to remember. So the crown has to do with the first level of the crown is purple, because you go from indigo to purple. After that, you'll go from purple to white, and it kind of goes back to, it's like a loop, because the crown center energies will go, and that's why my crown is white too, because crown, white, purple, so purple, white. I hope my gemstones make sense now to you guys. So it's going in perfect color. Why is it divided into two? It's because, why are all my designs divided into two? It's because the yin and yang parts of our body. We have two parts of a brain, two ears, two eyes, two nostrils, unless you're an alien or some form of, which I hope you're not. I hope you're not. But I'm going to keep this video nice and simple. It's to get you thinking. Watch this video more than once. It does take time to understand crystals and chakras. Crystals are more so advanced spirituality, and that's why a lot of people don't really use crystals correctly, or don't get real crystals. It's because people are just, they'll jump straight into like, oh, moldavite, because people will get themselves moldavite as a first crystal, and they'll mess themselves up, and it will feel like someone's doing something with them for a month at a time when the moldavite's just ungrounding them. But for a grounded person who gets moldavite, it's delightful. If you have any questions, ask them in the comment section. Check out FloridaStoneman.com. I have the best of the best crystals ever that you can get from my website. I have new amethyst. I'm coming up with a tourmaline series soon, and when you wear my crystals, they're blessed very specifically to change your life. So the way I bless my crystals is so that there's no negative effects, because when you get crystals from other sources, you have to keep in mind these people, you don't know who the people are at all. That's why you pick up certain crystals at crystal shops, and you'll feel the crystals and be like, this one has like, it's making my hand shake. It's because the last person who picked it up, or the person who put it on the shelf, probably didn't cleanse it, didn't monitor its energies, didn't reset it, refresh it, etc. So check out FloridaStoneman.com. Till then, I'll see you guys next time. Ciao.